What it do, y'all? It's your brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live and direct better than any other can. I am your host, June's original Jew by blood, not by conversion. You know what I'm out here to do, out here to splurge. Splurge with that what, with that word. Round of applause. Hold on a minute. Give me 1 second. Make sure this is connected. Because you know how these people like to operate. Mic check. Okay, there we go. All right. My apologies, yeah. Every time I log on, it likes to switch my microphone to something else, and then it causes, you know, the feed or the audio to start off on a negative aspect. But hopefully y'all can hear me. Let me turn this up a little bit. Yeah. Can y'all hear me? Oh, we live, we live, we live. Mic check, mic check. Alright. Sorry for the discrepancies. Let's get into it. Again, it's your brother man from the motherland representing that ROD from the fullest. You hear me? And yeah, it's a lot to talk about today, man. It's a lot, a lot to talk about. A lot of things that I want to touch on. A lot of things I feel needs to be spoken of. And also brings a level of concern. Um Today I had a conversation with one of my clients, man. And I heard some news, which I can't disclose for you know company reasons and policies and all that, and just in general, you understand. But one thing I do want to share is that we are the ones that allow these circumstances that's happening to us happen to us. And through it all, from the beginning of time, the Most High always gave us the option to make choices. We always got the option to make choices, and sometimes the choices that we make is a bad outcome at the end of the day. It's just trash. You know what I'm saying? And we don't hold ourselves accountable. We like to take our frustration out on people, when in reality we should be looking in the mirror and saying, what did I do? What decision did I make for me to be in these circumstances? But maybe that's something I gotta touch on. But what I really want to talk about is these viruses. So for all you guys know that the monkeypox has now made its way to Georgia. And when my man sent me that, he sent it to me. And let me see if I could pull it up on my phone so I could show you on my screen. So I could show you guys this joint directly. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you something so you guys can see this joint directly, because I'm starting to believe that all of these things is race based. All of this is race based, right? So I'm gonna let this play out for you guys. So if you can see. You pick up. Oh, you can't see it. Well, basically, the joint says the Georgia Department of Public Health has announced its first case of the monkeypox virus, right? And this is what we see. This is what's associated with the monkeypox. And everywhere you go, I'm gonna even show you online. Let me show you online. I'm gonna share my screen with y'all. Look, look at this. Everywhere you go, look. This is me on Google. This is me on Google. Typing in monkeypox. As you can see in the search bar, monkeypox is being typed. And look, and this is the beginning. Look at what you see. Look at what you see. Look. Look. This hand right here, you don't even know if it's northern. This look like it's northern, meaning you're Hispanics. Look. 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 This don't even look like monkey. This look like a rash. Right? Just look. Just look. Just look. 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 This is probably the first identification of a Caucasian man with this joint. You don't know, this don't even look like it. This could look like, these look like just regular pimples. But look. Look. See, I gotta ask these questions. Are this so-called viruses race based? Like I'm starting to believe like they're setting up the grand stage to make it look like colored people are the contaminated ones. This is a fact. And let me tell you how psychologically this is affecting our people. Have you ever walked amongst your own and witnessed somebody of your complexion, your descent, will walk past you, and because you may not have a mask and they got a mask, they'll take the mask to go extra cover up even more? This is psychological, bro. I want you guys to see this, right? Now I'm gonna type in. I'm gonna type in. Let's type in vaccines. Let's see what happens. Oh, see, they always put their stuff. They always put their own, right? Look, right, right. You see it, right? Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, they just showing you the vaccines, the virus in itself. Matter of fact, let's see what happens when I just type in COVID. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay. So this one is a mixture. This is a mixture in this one. But some apparent reason, for some apparent reason, when it comes to this monkeypox, it always, every time I see another case, when I see the person that contracted it, it's always a person of color. It begs you to question. Hmm. I remember when, and first and foremost, again, where was these so-called situations before the situation? How come all of these things is now making its way here after people already made medical decisions? I seen this man, Hell Gates. Come on. I think I received it. I think I received it from Newsbreak, where this man said that he believes that the next one is going to be a bioterrorist. This is the same man that predicted this monkeypox as well. And here we are with this so-called monkeypox. Ain't no telling, ain't no telling what the summer holds for us. They've been preaching this dark winter for a very, very long time. And none of us don't know what's going on. They preaching the dark winter. They talking about food shortages. I seen something where the guy said it's the feds and the Russians the reason why we are in an economic crisis, which is a lie. We all know why we in these circumstances. We all know what's going on. We all know what's transpiring. We all know that this economic system is about to collapse. They're gonna bring every single one of us to our knees. Those that depend on the dollar, those that's money hungry, those that's chasing the bag. You're going to fall on your knees. You're gonna be worse than a crackhead who will do a blow job for a fix. This is a fact. This is what the Most High warned us about. This is what Christ said. He said, you can't serve two masters. You're going to love one or hate the other. You can't serve God and mammon. And a lot of us is serving this mammon. And a lot of us is going to wake up and be highly upset. You know, you spent your whole career going to school, getting a degree, taking these tests, getting a job, doing whatever you can to get to the bag, to come to find out that all of that is going to mean absolutely nothing. Because this is where we're heading. The person said that financial experts stated that there's no bailout. This recession has to have a master reset. America is too in debt. We so far behind in debt. Like even if they printed out or took a loan, they still couldn't afford to pay it back. That's how in debt we are. Not to mention that the dollar is literally represented by nothing. This is a fact. But again, I'm starting to believe that these viruses is gender based. I don't understand how something started off in Wuhan, made its way to America, bypassed every other race, bypassed Arabs, bypassed the Chinese that are here, bypassed everybody, made its way to the colored community, made its way to the Hispanic community. Just made their way. Just made their way. Now we hit with this. What else is to come? What else? I told you guys this. I told you guys this. I had a conversation with my brother. I had to let him understand, like, you know, he's too caught up into this Islamic faith. I said, what is that? Like, you guys call this man a prophet. I'm trying to figure out what prophecy that he unveiled to the world. I'm waiting. And when I provide the brother with the documentations of this man and let him know this man was a pedophile, this man was 60 something years old, married to a 9-year-old. Yes, these are records. I have the books. See if I can find the book, man. Hold on. See if I can find this book for y'all. Oh, look. It's right here. Look at this. The People versus Muhammad. I'm going to read the back for you. I'm going to read the back. Okay? It says, is Islam a religion of peace? Was Muhammad the true and final prophet of God? Is the Quran the fulfillment of the Bible and legitimately continuing the traditions of the Judeo-Christian scriptures? Perhaps one of the most audacious, shocking, unthinkable, and highly controversial ideas to ever be conceived, The People versus Muhammad, places the founding father of Islam on trial for crimes against humanity, and to challenge his self-proclaimed authority with the growing threat of homegrown Muslim jihad terrorist attacks and the ominous catalysm of global holy war. There's no doubt Islam has become a burdensome issue which has our own Western government perplexed, right? It says this book series intends to investigate the true ideology of Islam, to ascertain with reasoning and logic the legitimacy of Muhammad's claim and core teaching of his cult. Throughout this series, author J.K. Shinadan, who's also Arab, so you guys won't be like, oh, is this a white man or is it a black man? No, he was born into this, right? Carefully analyze the Quran and the Islam text, legislate to expose the shocking truth pertaining to Muhammad's advocacy for pedophilia, honor killing, sex slavery, prostitution, racism, extortion, murder, psychological indoctrination, intellectual terrorism, censorship, grand larceny, racketeering, domestic violence, gender inequality, and much more. In this powerful series, the installment psychological analyst devolves deep into Muhammad's past and uncovers disturbing facts which undoubtedly, like you can't doubt it, undoubtedly prove to be the origin of his multiple psychopathological disorder, using entirely the Islamic source in reference to his contemporary psychiatric medical archives. J.K. Shingling details Muhammad's extensive catalogs of mental illness, which includes psychopathic, Napoleon complex, schizophrenia, narcissistic personality disorder, Messiah God complex, obsessive compulsive disorder, and the list goes on. Great book to have. And I doubt that they got these books out, because a lot of these books is being taken out because there's too much information. Too much information. I even got books about the truth about the Holocaust. And this is a fact. I got books even about the Holocaust. So what I'm trying to let brothers understand is, hold on, let me put this back. I even got a book that titles Did Jesus Really Exist? And there's historical facts that this man walked the earth. Historical facts. This man that did his research did it intentionally to prove to people that Christ never existed, that it was a fabrication, that Christianity and all of this, etc., what you want to call it, was a man-made fabrication to keep people under control. Come to find out, this man end up doing these studies and found out that this man, Christ, really walked the scene. Really did. Like Christ said, don't let no man deceive you. You can't let anybody deceive you. We are in the times of deception, lies, tyranny, racism. Look at what's going on. Look what I titled this. Is these viruses race based? Every time you see a new situation, you see the commercials, who you think they promoting it, who you think they pushing it upon. And our people still don't get it. And y'all want to do it because you want to be entertained. You want to do it because you're going to get a check. You get to play basketball. You get to go to the gym. You get to go X, Y, and Z. You get to go to the concert. You don't have to take the test no more. You rather jeopardize your life just to receive a level of conveniency and a return of a little bit of normalcy. We'll risk it all. We're playing Russian roulette. My sister sent me something. Matter of fact, let me pull this up too. She sent me something, man. Now, I'm gonna read this. So I don't know if you guys can see it. Maybe if I dim this down. Let me dim the brightness down a little bit. Let me dim the brightness down. All right, hold on. Let me see if y'all can see it. Nah, I can't see it. I'm sorry, y'all. But what I can do is I'll read it to you, right? It goes, a friend of mine is in a group chat with a bunch of healers, homeopaths, and other women interested in natural healing. The one girl is in her group is friends with a undertaker. She and her dad recently had a conversation with him, knowing that her family was in the know about current events. He was very open with them. He's in a group of fellow undertakers who are investigating the effects of the magic portion. Now, we all know what it's referring to, okay? The Vladi Divac, all right? Taking notes of what they find and eventually hoping to take their evidence to court, right? He said, we don't drain blood like we used to anymore. And you know what, individuals? We can't. Our machine just stops and it clogs up. We literally have to cut the veins and pull huge clog strains out. And for the people who had the little boozy, right? In addition to the clots, their blood is orange. They have completely different types of blood. He also said, I'm going to tell you something else that I would never tell most people because they look at me like I had 3 heads. But I know that you know enough that you won't think that I'm crazy. Some of these clocks has fingers and those fingers will start moving. Like these clocks are alive and we can't kill them. We try putting them in jars with formaldehyde, formaldehyde, and they won't die. In fact, they grow in that jar. See, I'm bringing this to your attention, and I want you guys to understand that before these so-called nonsense took place, where was the monkeypox? Where was the variant 2.0? Where was they? They never existed. But now that you guys have contaminated your body, you basically have given up your natural rights. And any little thing that protected you is no longer there for you. It's no longer there. So by default, they now got the green light to run as much frequent tests, put as much stuff in the air as they want. And the primary target will always be you Negroes, aka you Negros. You know why? Because they know that you guys not only have submitted into this European Americanized diet, you also embrace the slavery diet as well, where you guys no longer are eating the foods and vegetables that's needed, that your body needs to replenish, to continue doing what you continuously be doing. You understand? Do you know after you have a sexual situation, you're supposed to intake a lot of fruits and vegetables to regenerate your body? Of course you guys aren't doing that. That's why your limbo is always down. That's why your testosterone is deteriorating. That's why you young guys who's in your 20s are worse than somebody who's in their 60s. This is a fact. You guys are eating bad. Eating, dudes, wake up, big ass cup of orange juice. Today I seen somebody was separating the meal. The lady had a big coffee cup full of cream, full of caramel with the whipped cream. In the morning, this is not even 9 a.m. This is not even 9 a.m. This is probably like 8:50 something. This is what this person is drinking in the morning. Not to mention the starch that you're eating with the bread and cheese in the a.m. and the eggs. This is why these people can let loose of things and you guys end up being affected. You don't give your body no strength, no security, no protection from what's going on. And not to mention, you Negroes is sinning wild crazy. So you have nothing on your side. So by default, you're going to be a test dummy. You're going to be a lab rat. And the sad thing is that when we feel sick and we feel a situation, we never stop to say, wait, hold on. What did I eat? What did I drink? What am I doing wrong? Let me switch this up. We don't do that. We get sick and go running straight to these heathens and allow these heathens to give you false diagnostics. Put you on these medications, and these medications make you worse and sicker than you already was. This is a fact. This is a fact. This is why I question, is these things gender-based? Because I don't understand how, because it's evident. Proof is in the pudding. Black don't crack. Black don't crack. The only time it makes crack is when you put the crack inside your body. That's when it cracks. We don't crack. We don't break. They still trying to figure out how are we giving these people all of these high fructose corn syrup, these nicotine, tobacco, whatever you want to call it, all of these bad stuff that defile your body. We give these people this and they still can't stop. They still producing. They still playing ball. They still quick to fight. They like nothing can weaken this until now. Until now. And it's sad to say that a lot of us is gonna lose friends, family, people that you adore, people that you love, you cared for, admired. You're gonna hear it. You're going to hear it. And there's absolutely nothing you guys can do about it because you have given yourself in. This whole push has only been towards 3 people. Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. I find that ironic. Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. I find that ironic. But you guys, you guys ain't gonna take heed to what I'm saying. You guys ain't gonna be questioning it. I'm gonna have a new series where I'm gonna go interview people. I'm waiting for the microphone to come in. So I'm gonna go all through the hood. I'm gonna go all through New York, all through Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, etc. I'm going everywhere. And I'm gonna ask everybody the same question. Title it, make it make sense. This is a fact. And I'm gonna talk to them, I'm gonna talk to them all. From the gangsters down to the to the scums. From the Caucasian all the way down to the Haitians, to the Jamaicans, AKAs. Oh, I'm going to ask all these questions because these questions need to be asked and answers need to be made. People need to hear, people need to see exactly the heck is going on. Facts. And if we don't do it, if we don't do it, if we don't talk about it, who gonna talk about it? Because obviously when I turn on these TV shows and these televisions, all I see is a bunch of my people being sucked into the narrative. Like I stated earlier, don't you find it ironic that our people will walk amongst each other in a level of fear because of what they see on a podium from people that never walked a day in your neighborhood? You got to make that make sense. You got to make that make sense. See, at the end of the day, you listen. It hurts my heart, man. It hurts my heart. But what can you say? What can you do? Tomorrow I'm gonna have my very first episode of Staying Humble in the Jungle. Yeah, not gonna talk too much. I gotta reach out to my bro and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we could work something out. You know, we both busy bodies. You know what I'm saying? He got his own things to do. I got my own thing to do. So we definitely gotta work something out. And if it be the Father's will, you know, we bring you some classics. Because at the end of the day, that's all I want to do. I want to bring classics. I want to bring awareness to the people. I want to bring consciousness. I want to bring a level of understanding. I want you to get back your common sense because that been gone. Everything when it's pertaining to us been gone. Morals, principles, dignity, respect, value, all of that is gone. We lost all of that when we made money the priority. When the priority is you. Man made the money. Money never made the man. Always remember that. Always remember that. Celebrities got millions of dollars, still commit suicide and die. Have it all. Have it all. Meanwhile, brothers like me and you, we don't have it all, but we make the best of it. But the devil has created such this wicked mechanism. He created such a wicked mechanism that we rather be poor in the hood with nothing, but at least when we come outside, we look good. That is an issue, and I'm going to talk about that. How materialism has destroyed the mind frames of our people. Facts. Maybe that'll be the first topic in remaining humble in the jungle. Being humble in the jungle. But hey, man, I ain't got nothing else to tell you guys, man. The only thing I could tell you guys is to just to prepare. Wake up. Understand where we going. Understand where this is leading us. We're not. We're we're about to enter into a place of no return, man. And a lot of you Hebrews has already submitted, and you're just on borrowed time, man. But again, is these viruses gender based? If so, then the $1,000,000 question that you got to ask yourself is why. And I know why. Matter of fact, I'll tell you why. See, the reason for all of this, and as you can, and I'm going to tell you how everything just ties together. Like I said before, the main push was to get the blacks, Latinos, Native Americans situated, right? But the real reason why that they're after those three particular people more than everybody else, because the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are from the 12 tribes of Israel. Ever since us as colored people has started taking ownership to what's rightfully ours, not by no goddamn religion, no conversion. You can't convert into something and by default become a nation of people. You don't become a bloodline of something off the lineage of your mother. Are you dumb, stupid, or retarded? And ever since that, you understand me? Ever since that, it's been COVID all over this goddamn place. These people know exactly who the heck you are, and they know exactly what time we in. It's only you lost Negroes and Hebrews that don't want to see it. Because you don't want to see it, because you don't want to go against the grain, because the grain is what provides you with food on your table, and you thinking it's God that's giving you that. In reality, your actions indicates that your God is not the God who created the world, but the God who's running the world right now. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. It's a big, big difference. And you guys don't even understand that. You know why you don't understand that? Because for one, you guys want to be entertained. You guys is not wisdom hungry anymore. Dudes want to just come home, eat, chill, watch TV, play games. That's our hunger. I remember growing up and the library used to be packed. The libraries is a death zone. Nobody's in there. And the only people that you'll probably find in there are those who's of age in their 40s, 50s, 60s. How long you think they're gonna last before they die out? This is a fact. All of this was by design, people. All of this was by design. Like I told my brother, you want the truth. You front like you want the truth. But in reality, you can't handle the truth. It's your brother man from the motherland. I came to you guys live. Continue supporting. I got a brand new episode out titled Post Traumatic Slave Disorder. PTSS, aka PTID. Ooh. Post Traumatic Israelite Disorder. This is real. This is what's going on. These are the things that's going on in our community right now. And which one of you Hebrews gonna talk about it? Absolutely not. So of course I'm gonna be the one to do it. But again, it's your brother man. Continue supporting, like, comment, share. Send this out to everybody. Ship it to the world. We're gonna make this change one vessel at a time. I'ma holler at you. Peace.